When little William Tyrrell went missing, he was wearing the most distinctive of outfits. His Spiderman suit. It was his favourite. Now, a year on, that outfit is a haunting reminder for William's parents of the day he went missing. And for detectives, it is a key aspect of their investigation. It's a two-piece set. This almost identical suit was ordered by the police from the exact shop in Bali where William's parents bought his. So you've had a lot of sightings or people calling in saying, I found a Spiderman suit?
Yeah, and we get that, and we're encouraging the public to come forward with that type of information, but just so help us sift through all the information. It is a two-piece suit, it's not a jumpsuit or whatever, and it's this size. So if there's something that they come across that's suspicious, we are interested in it, but yeah, gives you a sense of it, doesn't it?
Very sadly it does. I think the thing that strikes me the most is just how little this fella was.
Yeah.
This is a little tiny guy.
Yeah, it brings it home, doesn't it, when you can see the size of it, and if someone, William, fits into that, how small he was, and to be taken in the circumstances he's taken, it's just horrific.
Then there's the information that for the first time tonight is being made public by police. William's mother also saw two cars earlier that morning, parked strangely with the driver windows down. The specific makes and models of the cars are not known.
Oh, we've got the general description of the vehicles. One's a white station wagon, another is a older style greyish coloured sedan. But what makes us suspicious of these particular vehicles is that they weren't parked in a driveway, they were parked in between driveways. So we're talking on acre lots, the driveways are about 100 metres apart.
Suspicious because in that neighbourhood, even if you're visiting a relative or doing some business there or some work on the house, you park in the driveway or on the land because the lots are that big.
Yeah, there's no logical explanation as to why they would park in the location they were. And they were very close to each other. Given that it's a dead-end street, that raises our curiosity. And we're interested in finding out who these people are and what they were doing there at the time.
And the best William's family can do, as birthdays pass and another Christmas approaches, is to appeal to anyone who may have suspicions about a loved one being involved in their boy's disappearance.
The person who took William might have a family of their own.
Yep.
They've got friends. I don't understand how someone who may think, even if it's like 50% chance this person may have done something to this little boy.
Or know something.
That they can sit next to them, that they can watch TV, that they can have a meal with, they can have a coffee with. How on earth can they, in all good conscience, sit there and condone that person taking a child? Defenceless, helpless, 3-year-old child. How on earth?
Innocent little boy.
Completely innocent. It's not right. And how on earth can you sit there and say it's okay with your silence? Because it's not okay.
Because somebody knows what happened to William.
Absolutely somebody knows what happened to William.
Without doubt.
Without a doubt.
Without doubt.
They absolutely know.
If you've got any doubts, you look at someone and you've got suspicion, pass that suspicion on to police.
They are evil by association now, aren't they?
100%, no excuse. I can't even fathom what an excuse would be not to pass this information on. If you're protecting someone that you think's involved in this, you're as bad as the person involved in it.
That person or those people's silence is a crime.
That is a crime. It's concealing a serious offence. There's been a lot of activity of police in the area.
This coming week it will be a year since a good boy from a good family disappeared from his grandmother's backyard.
12 months passes.
Barely a day passes where Detective Inspector Gary Jublin is not in contact with William's family. He just wishes he had more to tell them.
I don't think you'd be human, or you wouldn't have emotion if you couldn't be touched on by what they're going through. It's a living nightmare.
Do you feel like you're failing them by not being able to provide them that very clear answer about where he is?
It does not sit well with me, and what I promise to them is that we'll do everything humanly possible to find out what's happened to William. I'm not giving up on this by any means.
I'm sorry to even have to ask this, but, I mean, do you believe William is dead or alive?
We've had over 407 sightings of William since his disappearance, and sometimes we get excited about the sightings, and it was only 6 weeks or so ago where I liken it, probably the best way to describe it is I had goosebumps, and we genuinely thought that we had found William, but as that turned out that it wasn't the case. So we don't close our minds to any possibility.
Go, William.
And remember being 3? What was your world when you were 3? Your world was your mum and dad.
Yeah.
Your world was your family. What is William's world?
Very difficult question, but after a year, excuse me, do you allow yourselves to cling to hope that William will be found and found alive?
You have to. Well, I guess where there's a chance, there's always a chance, and that's. I've tried to hold on to that.
There's no evidence that says that he's not. There's nothing to suggest that he's not alive.
Yeah. But you need to you need to bring William home.
Yeah. Yeah. He's got nowhere else to be but home.
That's where it should be.
That's where he needs to be.
For all of us.
Yeah, for him.
Detective Inspector Jublin has asked that if anyone has any information on William's disappearance, call Crime Stoppers on 1800 333 000, or please go to the Crime Stoppers website. Every piece of information helps.